Well, light the candles, get ready to celebrate, because this Perth icon turns 120 years old this year. And over those years, His Majesty's Perth, right here in the heart of Perth City, has seen everyone from Judy Garland to Kate Blanchett to Ando grace its stage. Since the late 70s, it's also been home to the West Australian Opera and the Ballet, who right now are rehearsing inside. So while we let them prepare, let's chat to someone who knows everything about His Maj. Archivist Officer Ivan King, who's been working here for 40 years. So I'm going to put you to the test, Ivan. There's people here who've graced the stage over the years. Who exactly are these people?
Well, we've got Dame Angela Lansbury, Dame Maggie Smith, Dame Sybil Thorndike, Dame Olivia Newton-John, Dame Margot Fontaine, Dame Vanessa Redgrave, Dame Patricia Rutledge, Dame Clara Butt, and, of course, Dame Nellie Melba.
The whole Dame Wall.
The whole Damehood.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know you're a man of many stories as well. Let's get you over here for one of those.
This hat was worn by an Oscar winner, Geoffrey Rush, when he borrowed it to do a send-up of Ruth Cracknell as Lady Bracknell in The Importance of Being Earnest, which he played here in 1992.
And with so many big productions over the years, I'm guessing somewhere there's a stash of amazing costumes. So let's check in with Collections and Engagements Officer Neil Sheriff. So we're down in the depths of His Maj.
We are.
Now, I understand there's obviously more costumes than we're about to see, but how many actually do you have here in the collection?
I'd say in terms of pieces, we've got about 40,000 in terms of generic for the museum, but about 1,000 costumes, I would say, within that genre.
1,000. And do they pop up in other productions? Do you recycle them, or what happens when they go straight into?
No. The second that they become accession objects, basically, they go straight into what we call preservation mode. So they go down into our archive. They are either plastic wrapped or cotton wrapped, depending on what needs to happen with the fabric. They're checked in terms of condition reporting, and then if they need repair work or urgent sort of surgery, we put them into that. But otherwise, these are a few of our sort of name drop pieces.
Well, talk us through then.
As we call them. So we have Paquita, which was a 1970s ballet Tom Robb, who's a designer legend in his own time. The beautiful Jerry Hall, Mrs. Robinson graduate coat.
Hang on, does this coat come off in the production?
It was on Jerry's body without much underneath.
Right, okay, yes, yeah.
So yeah, it does come off. It very much came off, but we have what was dropped on the floor, so we have that. This was a Tony Benici. It was used in a production that was originally for a costume test for Strictly Ballroom. Beautiful. So he was Baz Luhrmann's men's cutter for some time. Tim Minchin, Amadeus, where he played Mozart, of course.
Wow.
And this is a really nice one. It was given to us by a previous patron of His Majesty's, and it's what would have been worn at an opening night in about 1927.
I would have worn that.
I think you would have looked good in it. Gorgeous, gorgeous piece with hand beadings. So, yeah, it's all quite nice now that it's coming up for its 120th.
And what do we have behind us here?
Well, you know, this is one of the local legend, Diana Blatcher, a flamenco virtuoso, a migrant as well, brought flamenco to WA. Beautiful red Carmen dress, Die Fledermaus, worn at His Majesty's Theatre, and also the beautiful Elizabeth Taylor sandals we have, which were worn in a costume test for Cleopatra. So that's really timely, Grand Dame for the 120th anniversary of His Majesty's.
So a visit to this beautiful venue is a must if you're in Perth. His Majesty's continues to engage and excite audiences with inspiring performances and experiences. So why don't you come down, join me and celebrate a very happy 120th to this incredible Perth icon.